2, 3. Hi, Johnny Burgin here with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. Might be some background noise. I'm at the Notodden Blues Festival in Norway, and where I'm staying, there's a band that's playing pretty close, but I'm gonna soldier on talking about Little Sonny. I thought I'd do a bit of The Creeper Returns, and then also this great tune called The Melody, and maybe even Latin Soul if we have time. I'm crazy about the guitar player on it, Robert Kimball, and I know very little about Robert Kimball. If you guys know anything about Robert Kimball, please let me know in the comments. That would be great. I love his fast, clean picking style and his mood and everything. And you got to hear this record, The Archives, 1965, rare and unissued. Little Sonny, I guess, from his personal collection. Anyway, so let's talk about, I've got these two songs are in the relative major or minor of each other. It's D major or B minor. Guess what? It's like practically the, you know, practically the same. I just went from B minor to D major, right? And these songs are one super minor and the other super major, and it's kind of the same. I mean, I hate reducing things to scales because I hate it when guitar players sound like they're playing scales. And he never sounds like he's playing a scale. He sounds like he's really just playing these rapid fire melodic ideas one after the other. I mean, his playing is so exciting. Let's play a little bit of this song. And I like the way the harp and the guitar play the melody together. So if you're in D, the bass line, if I remember right, is something like this. I love these live records where you can hear the crowd in little clubs, you know, like Lonnie Brooks live at Pepper's, Magic Sam live at Silvio's. Yeah. Don't forget to smile. That is definitely not note for note, but it is definitely the flavor. And you can play your own version of this. You can play a nice turnaround chord like an A7 here. So this is, if you play your D bar chord here, and then just move your first finger up to the 7th fret of the A string, or just bar the whole thing here, and then you go. And he plays so fast. It's just a really challenging song. It's one of the last tunes on this record. You got to hear it. And then out of your G chord. Yeah. So it's like in front of your G bar chord. Then I went to A here. You could actually end up here if you want to. So I'm gradually making it a little more complicated, right? This is a C chord. Moved up. Check my tuning. It's very humid. So let's try it again. I mean, you can play some really good kind of almost BBS sounding stuff. It's almost like Lonnie Johnson, right? You can go up to the top part of this D chord. And this is just not going to be a note for note lesson today, man. It's been a pretty hectic schedule, and I'm just sort of, maybe this is going to help you, expose you to this if you're not used to it, and expose you to this great record too. You're going to thank me about that, I promise. So. Yeah. He does that also for the 5, which is pretty great. Notice how it's out of this C chord, which in this C shape chord, which is in this case is an A. This is the 11th fret D string, 9th fret G string. So I'm pretty much playing the same kind of thing. Yeah, so that's just like a start, and then the melody expands a little bit. The harp is like ba 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 ba. This would be just a nice guitar instrumental without the harp even. Now, if you go into the relative minor B, this is just the greatest guitar intro ever, and it's got the greatest guitar solo that never happened. It starts it out of your B here, right? Like the D minor shape, moved all the way up with your 3rd finger on the 12th fret, makes it a B minor chord, right? And you go, I love his, you know, it's like the music of hypertension. He's just like conveying so much tension, you know. Go ahead and that's 12, 13, and 10. And then I just sort of fell down to this position. That's the same notes, right? Yeah, so it's kind of like the Jimmy Lee Robinson stuff we did last week, right? Yeah. Par chord with the thumb. I'm using my thumb. It makes a whole lot more sense, because then you can put a little attitude here, if that makes any sense. So here's out of your B minor chord, right? So, whoops. Then you walk up D string, 7th, 8th, 9 to the root, right, of that B minor chord. And then I sort of roll over my 3rd finger to the A string, and I got my thumb ready to go. And then you got that kind of menacing power chord, if you want to call it that. Maybe just a tiny tug here, just a tiny tug. just a tiny little lead note going into the 4, but you don't have to do. You can just go. This is an E minor 7th chord. It's this A minor shape from back here, and then you put your pinky on the 10th fret of the E string. Let the notes linger, man. I got the blues now. I got a downstrokes on those low strings and an upstroke on the high strings. Yeah, that's it. Or yeah, it's like a great solo that never happens because Little Sonny decides to come back in and play some more. Maybe there was a miscommunication. We will never know. But anyway, killer song, just absolutely killer song. So there's another one that I really love. I'm gonna turn the reverb up for this one. Let's try it. I like this Victoria amp I got here. It's not mine, I'm just borrowing it. Hammering on that minor 7th. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes to this one. Just straight minor 7ths all the thing. I love his blocky playing. It just takes up all his space. Yeah, you could really have some fun with it. His solo is just tremendous. It's almost like some of the stuff Andrew Brown would do, like, you know. It's really, people use that word slashing, but this solo really is slashing. So have fun with this great record. I hope you'll stop what you're doing and listen to the Little Sonny Archives. Think you'll be happy you did. Any information about Robert Kimball, I'd love to hear from you. Do join me on Patreon to support these free guitar chats, lessons, and subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends, and thanks a lot. See you next time.